how did you start treating his ability to listen during a fight as proof of his potential instead of proof that he has always been able to hear you and simply chose not to? What I'm hearing a lot here is that this usually begins after a period of being ignored where you finally reached your breaking point. So you walked out or threatened to, and suddenly he's present. You pushed, he became an active listener, and you interpret that sudden responsiveness as evidence of his newfound sense of capability. And now you've decided that this version of him was the real him all along, and the months of silence were just a temporary lack of skills. That interpretation allows you to stay in a dynamic that is fundamentally stalled because the comfort of a project feels safer than the finality of a breakup. Holding on to the hope that he is finally learning saves you from facing the painful reality of who he really is. If he is just now getting it, then the previous neglect was an accident rather than a strategy. You are actually using the hope of his future self to tolerate the inadequacy of his current self. There isn't a good outcome here. What this reveals is that you are very possibly misidentifying a calculated response as a character shift. A man that is oriented toward building a life acts because he values the partner. A man that's oriented toward preserving an arrangement acts only when he fears the consequences of his own absence. He is not growing, and when you take a step back, you can probably see that. I'm never going to stop saying this. You have got to stop measuring his improvement during times of crisis and start measuring his baseline during times of peace. Answer this today as honestly as you can. Why does your relationship have to be on the line before he decides that you're worth hearing?